Hello everybody and welcome back to Alex ProDealCenter Farm in Farming Simulator 22, where it's a beautiful French morning and we have many things to do. I have something to show you in a minute, but I'll just show you the state of our fields at the moment to tell you exactly what we've got to do today. This is our barley field, which is completely finished, and so that's due I think in July. We have our new field over here, which is field 51, which all we've done is cultivate. So this is the main field today. We have to raise the nitrogen level, raise the pH level, and then plant sunflowers in this. And this field over here, which is 53, I'm always very confused about my field numbers. This field we have done a lot of, we've raised the nitrogen already and the lime and the pH rather, and we've also weeded on here, so we just need to plant on here. What I wanted to show you, let's go to our other tractor, our John Deere 7R. I was very downcast after the last episode because I couldn't sell my milk. There was only one place to sell it, which was the boulangerie, and you can only put a maximum of 7,000 litres in there at a time, and I had 8,000 litres at the time, so it was very frustrating. But we now have, thanks to my friend Cartech, we have something called the Sell Everything point, which is just here, where, as the name suggests, we can sell everything. So it's just a grate. We can sell wood here, there's a trigger here for it, but here we can sell our wood, so you can see it in the this here. So let's go to milk, and we can see now that we can sell milk in this new, I've called it the co-op, like co-op, you know. So anyway, let's try and sell our milk. Let's go to the 7R and load up and then try and sell our milk. Deja vu, we did this just yesterday, but without much success. So if I just go in here, then I can drive straight onto it. Start overloading milk. Yes, and this is just as well because I had to borrow 5,000 euros this morning to hire the machines that we need. We need a slurry spreader and a lime spreader, and I didn't have the money for it. So, but now I do. You will see our slurry spreader is just over here on the low loader. Okay, let's get a bit more milk. So after this I have to fill up the slurry spreader with slurry from here, and then I have to go to the shop to pick up the lime spreader, and then we have to go home and use these machines. We have to do it quickly because we've got a lot to pack in today. We have to pack in spreading slurry and lime and then planting in both fields, and I'm anticipating about 4 time lapses today, so I hope that's okay. But it's a relief actually to see this milk going up because we were down to our last, I think it was 3,000 euros. So much better. Now we have someone to sell milk, which is a big relief. So okay, what I'll do is I've got a few things to do actually. I've got to get the slurry spreader full of slurry, go to the shop and get the lime spreader, and I will see you back at the farm. So I was feeling very despondent about the map last time because I was struggling to sell my milk, and it was a very big struggle actually. It was just I was just panicking about how are we ever going to sell milk. But this is what mods are for, I suppose. You know, mods are there to help you out with things like this. I don't use many mods actually. I do use the Power Tools mod because I'm about to use it now to get this stuff off the back of the low loader. I wouldn't be able to do it any other. Well, I could do it, you know, but it'd just be much slower. So obviously I use a Power Tools mod because that's what I'm using right now. But I don't use Courseplay. I'd quite like to use Courseplay, particularly for the bigger field that we've got. I don't mind I've attached. I don't mind just doing it myself on the smaller fields, but the big fields it can be, you know, a bit of a slow process sometimes. So I'm going to look into Courseplay because I've never really used it very much. I need to take a college course on it or something, because I'm not entirely sure how it works. So anyway, I'm going to get on with the nitrogen on this field. It's red. Let's just stand on the field before we do this, because I like to always stand on the field. Let's get it lined up. Okay, just stand on the field and see what the state of play is. So soil is loam, nitrogen is 25, and the pH is bad. So obviously the last owner of this field didn't do their job properly, so we have to do it. So I enjoy doing it. It's great. So anyway, I'll do a time lapse and I'll see you when it's finished. It's the filling up that takes all the time in slurry spreading. I have a viable slurry point and it's just ever so slow, but this is nearly done now, so we'll try and get all the slurry and the lime spreading done in the morning, and in the afternoon we have to plant. So I'm starting to think about sheep again, because I said at the beginning of the series that I don't think sheep are possible, because there are too many things not on the map, like a spinnery and a sell point, but we do actually have a sell point now for wool and for everything. And I'd like to have sheep. We need to find somewhere for them, and we would need to put a spinnery, and there are places around the farm here where we could put a spinnery. I'll show you that a bit later. I found somewhere that's kind of a bit out of sight. Anyway, so let's immediately get on with the lime spreading. So I'll have to go super strong again to get this off. It's full of lime, and let's just get on with it. So it feels good to get the lime and the slurry done. It's just one big thing to get out of the way, and now I feel the field's much more healthy. Well, this field is much more healthy. Let's just stand on it and see what it says. Nitrogen is middling, that's always the case, and pH is perfect, so that's fantastic. Fantastic. So I need to reclaim the lime, and what do we do now? We need to plant. Now the thing is that, let me just stop the tractor a sec. This field has been cultivated, so I don't want to get, you can get like a direct planter which cultivates and plants at the same time, but I can't use that for this because that's over tillage. So we'll just need a normal planter for this, but for this field over here, I'm going to plant this with sugar beet, but this hasn't been cultivated, so I need a direct planter which will cultivate at the same time. So I need two planters, in other words, one that will cultivate at the same time and one that won't. So because I don't want over tillage, I could recultivate this, but it's already been cultivated. So one thing after another, isn't it? So now, just a little break from this field. I just wanted to show you the area that I found that we could put some productions in. It's kind of out of sight, out of mind. You might have found this already, but I'm just gonna run straight over there. I'm not even out of breath. Now, this area here is completely 100% flat. From about here to that tree, this bit here. So let's fly and have a look at it. So that tree, there's a kind of an invisible line there up to that tree, and then the rest of this is completely flat. So if I go to construction and I try and put down, say, I don't know, let's have a look, a bakery. So, oh, not enough money. I forgot about that. Well, if I had enough money, we could put maybe 2 or 3 productions in here. It's a shame it's not bigger because it's a completely flat area. So I think I might use this for something like a spinnery. If we get sheep and we want to upgrade their wool, we could put a spinnery here, or maybe a dairy, because I'm not sure there's a dairy on the map. So anyway, something to think about. I quite like this little area where it'll all be hidden away, so okay, what do we need to do now? We need to reclaim all that lime. We need to go back to the shop and get a planter and a direct planter. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I'll do that and I'll see you when I get back. I probably should have had a convoy for today's load, because there's another planter which I've left the other side of the train track. It's that red one you can see over there, but I had it on wide, like not lengthways but wideways, whatever the word is. I couldn't get it through the barrier. So anyway, this one, super strength again. This is a direct planter, so this is needed for field 53, this field here. So I'll need it for that field, and I also need to put some seed in it. So and we'll need, I need to go and fetch the red planter, which is over the other side of the train track. Or actually I'll do it with the tractor. So first of all we'll use this one, which I've never used before. I'm not even sure how to attach to it, so let's put these bags close to it so we can fill up. Okay. Let's try and get this arranged. I see, so we attach here and then fill up like that. I've never used this implement before, so I thought that you attach from the side, but obviously that's not the case. Okay, and obviously we need to select our seed, which is going to be sugar beet. Is this it? And then we just turn it on. Fantastic. Okay, this is going to be a time lapse as well, so I'll see you when it's done. it sometimes feels like you need so many stages to get fields finished with precision farming, but I quite enjoy it. You know, there's about 6 stages to it, including analysing. I was trying to count it all up in my head while I was doing this, and I think it's 6 stages, including analysing. But fortunately, we've got only 2 more stages left after planting now. We've got fertilising and herbiciding, and I think herbiciding is a word, but and then the fields are finished. But this field now reminds me of some kind of Persian carpet or something. You know, it was all like the surface of Mars, and now it's like a Persian carpet. So I like it when it's finished and the seed is all in the ground. So sugar beet is growing, weed is growing, and the nitrogen is fine. Well, the nitrogen is halfway there, pH is perfect. So let's turn it off and fold it up. This is an amazing machine. I like it. One day we'll have our own machines, and we won't have to keep going back and forth to the shop the whole time. I should have explained my plan before, but if you're new to the series, what I'm doing is having 2 years of just building up land productions and animals, the things that that make us money, basically. So let's get the seed out of it and just plonk it here with the other ones, and let's go and get the planter that I've left over the other side of the train track. So I don't know if I've left it in the video, but I just got hit by the train again. I quite like to turn the train off, actually. It's getting beyond the joke now. That's the second time I've been hit, and I'm so careful on that train track. I don't know. It's just a bit frustrating, but everything is as it is in France on this map, including the train track. So it can't be, it can't be removed, and I can't complain about it too much either. I shouldn't complain about it because this is realism. This is what makes it such a realistic map. But I just wish there was a barrier there or something. So, right, I've used this one before, so I know all about this one. Let's just make sure we're planting. What are we planting? Sunflowers, yeah. So let's get lined up and let's start. So I feel like we've fixed field 51 today. I feel like it was a broken field. I always feel like this about non-precision farming fields, that they're sort of broken and not looked after properly, and we've really made it healthy and looked after it. It's taken all day to do it, but it's been a good job. So let's turn this off and fold it up, and I think I will stay in the tractor for the end. Thanks very much for joining me today. I hope it's okay to do all these time lapses. I think there must have been 4 in the episode, but we had lots of field work to do, so I hope that's okay. It's really comfy in here, actually, nice and warm. So anyway, the end of March the 1st, and hopefully I'll see you on March the 2nd. Bye for now.